Hey guys, so today I want to talk about a topic that also gets brought up a lot, especially with people that do group classes. We don't talk a lot about it in people that are doing individual design, but that's mostly because we talk about it during our consultations. I talk to you throughout the week, but it's the idea of recovery days and what to do in your recovery days. And I kind of broke it down into three categories, and they're somewhat abstract, right? You could be between a beginner, intermediate, or between intermediate and advanced, and you could have been doing some sort of training routine for 5+ years, but still kind of be an intermediate. It's very grayish where you're going to be in the scale, but it's definitely going to be somewhere in the scale. And if you're unsure where you are, I'm gonna describe what should be done on recovery days for each of these, and that should kind of give you a clue where you are. But if you want to talk about more and figure out where you are exactly and what are the things you should be doing, then by all means send me a message. But if you're a beginner, the goal for you is actually to try to have every day kind of be similar. So if you're a beginner, most likely you're doing 2 workouts a week, 3 workouts a week, and they're somewhat small, right? You're trying to get back into the routine, trying to get back into shape, trying to create some good habits. So your goal, because your workouts are not that intense, and because your workouts are designed to get you starting back again, the goal is for the level of activity or the amount of activity to stay the same throughout the day. So the day that you work out, you have your workout, but the day you don't work out, the goal is for you to get a lot of movement, right? At least 10,000 steps, for you to do something active. Most of the time it's going to be unstructured. What does that mean? Is to go for a bike ride, to go for a walk, something that you're not setting your clock for, something that you're not counting the reps for, something that you're not counting the weight for. But ideally, all the same throughout the week, because the level of activity is not going to be that high, right? It's not something you have to really recover from the next day. You're also on the recovery days trying to work on your habits, right? So if the day that you work out, you should be working on prepping your food. If this is something you struggle with, right? Getting more sleep. You don't have the workout, so you don't have the hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. They have to be doing something, so you should be using that time to be working on your habits. And the habits are going to be anything related to the BLGs, right? The basic lifestyle habits or guidelines that we talk about. So sleep, water, nutrition, breathing, relationships, knowledge, sunshine, any of those. That's what you're going to be working on in your recovery days. And obviously to be working on consistency, right? So every day I'm trying to have lunch at the same time. Every day I'm trying to finish this water bottle at least 3 times. Every day I'm trying to get a 15-minute walk out in sunlight. That's what a recovery day should look like if you're a beginner. Once you move into the intermediate area, and you're probably working out a little bit longer, or you can still be working out 2 or 3 days a week, but your workouts are very difficult. What you're doing on recovery days is an active rest, right? It's not a stressful activity, so you're not going for a 2-hour bike ride like you might be going on when you're a beginner, but you're getting some movement. You're still trying to get 8,000 steps in at least. You might be going to the pool, but not swimming laps, right? Just play around. You're less strict with your food, right? It's the day that you can eat a little bit more because the next day you're gonna have a workout. It's the day you can have a little bit sweet, a little bit something close to bed because it's the day that you have to get ready for the next one, or the next one that's hopefully gonna be the workout day. It's a day that you can work on your weaknesses, so you're not going to the gym, but if you're a stiff person, you can do some stretching. If you have trouble with any of the habits, right, this is the day that you work on your habits. Or it's a day that you find time to do your hobby. So if you're an intermediate and you're not advanced, most likely working out is not your day job. So this might be the day that you go and play your tennis. This might be the day you go and do your judo. This might be the day you go and do your swimming, rock climbing, pickleball, whatever the case may be. This is the day that you don't have to be stressed physically and mentally because you're going to the gym, right? It's a recovery day, but you get to do something that's a little bit active, but it's the thing that you're training for, right? I train because I want to be better at tennis, or I want to be playing tennis pain-free, or I want to be playing tennis for at least 2 hours. This is what recovery day looks like for an intermediate. If you're advanced and working out is your life, then you are doing absolutely nothing, right? It's absolute rest. You're on the bed and then to the couch and then back to bed. You're refeeding, so you're eating a lot. Quality stuff, but you're eating a lot. You want to get the nourishment from all the stress that you did throughout the week, plus getting ready for the next workout. Very light movement. You may be doing some stretches, but you may be getting 2,000 steps, 3,000 steps. And it's a day that you get to be mentally free from any stress, right? If you are an advanced athlete, you go through enough stress already throughout the week, especially from workouts. Again, if working out or a sport is your bread and butter, then that's going to be stressful too. Your recovery day should be nothing but pleasurable and things that bring you happiness. Rest, eat, very light movement, and quality downtime. This is kind of what the graph would look like, right? If you're a beginner, your goal is to maintain the activity level throughout the week. These are your days. Shouldn't change much, right? So you can't really tell what's a recovery day and what's a workout day. If you're intermediate, now you have a little bit more of a wave, right? Maybe I work out 1, 2, 3 times a week, and I have, obviously we're not counting 7 days exactly, but I have more workouts, right? With some downtime in between, but this doesn't go up a lot, right? This is still gonna be not as stressful as a workout, but maybe I'll go and surf. Maybe I'll go and play soccer or whatever. I do get some activity because I'm going to work on my weaknesses, so I might do some stretching, or I might do a little bit of a cardiovascular movement, like anything that is my hobby. And if I'm an advanced athlete, then most of the time I'm up here, right? A lot of activity, a lot of stress, with the downtime, with my rest day, that is absolutely nothing. There's a video I saw on Instagram that was pretty funny. It's comparing the difference between an influencer and a professional athlete. And the influencer is like, I wake up at 5 a.m., I get my 30-minute walk in, I have my coffee, then I do some stretching, and then I go for my morning, I take a bike to the restaurant where I eat clean and blah, blah, blah. And that's the influencer, social media influencer, fitness influencer. And then the pro athlete is, I wake up at 10, I eat ice cream in the bed, I go to the couch, I watch Netflix until about 3, then I go eat some lunch with some dessert, and then I go to bed. And that's what a rest day looks like. So it's pretty funny, but it kind of shows the difference between a recovery day depending on where you are in your fitness journey. So again, if you have any questions or if you want to discuss a little bit more where you should be and what you should be doing, just let me know.